Hey guys, Ryan from Spyker Workshop here with another quick update video. The transmission, it worked well, but if I put a lot of weight on top of the tank while it was driving with one track, sometimes the belt would skip teeth just because it had a little bit too much flex in it, and I'm talking about like I put like 60 pounds of weight on here, and to fix the issue of the belt skipping teeth, I added this extra plastic piece here with a bearing in it on this part here. And what this does is the motor pinion or the motor shaft will ride in this bearing, so it removes all the flex away since it's directly coupled to the same other bearing over here, and that seems to have fixed the issue for the most part. It will still skip under like extreme load, but it was able to handle two of those water cases on here that I was using in my previous test videos. So I'm just going to quick show you how, or the extra steps involved in assembling this now. So first thing is this motor mount. If you're just starting the assembly, there's a hole here. You're going to need to enlarge the hole size to an 1/8 inch drill bit right there. And then check out the link down below for the complete installation of the whole transmission. This is just going over the slight changes since that video. The pinion, it's the exact same setup as before, but I removed this half of it, so it only uses 2 set screws now. It seems strong enough. I'll see once I start driving around outside if it slips, but it hasn't yet. And once you have that ready to go, then this new part here with the bearing, use it like a vise clamp and push fit the bearing in here. So if you get different size pulleys from me, because depending on what people think about the speed when I get this running, I might offer different size pulleys, and a different size pulley will come with a different length of this part to adjust for the difference in the spacing, you know. So before we install this, you should install these brackets for the motor. Make sure the belt is around the pinion, and screw these down, but leave them loose enough. So I have them screwed in but loose enough so I can still move the motor around. And then take this other part here and angle the motor downwards a little bit, and then that way you can fit the bearing on the end of the shaft, and then you can move the motor back up. And then this part of the piece right here, there's a curved part behind the pulley. You want that to rest right there, and then with just this loose for now, straighten the motor up, pull it back with some tension, and then finish tightening these screws down to hold the motor in place. And then there's a screw that you need to feed in down here. Included in the kit, a washer and a sheet metal screw. And then I'm going to go ahead and screw that in, and don't over tighten it, because there's not all that much plastic it's going into. It's just to hold this bar tight against the wall, but all of the stresses of the motor are going to be pushing the block into here, so that'll, you know, take all the stress. So it helps too if you actually tip the tank over on its side. Since these screws aren't magnetic, then you can load it vertically straight down into the hole right there. So here you can see I finished assembling it, and that's really all there is to it. This was the only change that I made from the previous video, but it's just a little tricky to actually get it installed. And that makes it so when the tank comes under a lot of tension, the belt is not able to pull or twist on the motor at all. So it's a really strong connection now. It's pretty cool. So I don't have any electronics wired up yet, but I was going to show you. I got one full track assembled so far. It took me like about a day and a half. It was a lot of screws. I didn't get the other side finished yet, so I'm just going to do a quick test directly connecting the motor to a battery to show you. Keep in mind that the speeds, if you guys aren't happy with it, I can always come out with different pulleys to make it slower or faster, but check it out here. And then one last test. 2 of these cases of water on the thing, which is approximately like 55 pounds if I remember correctly from the other video. And let me just plug it in again here. You can tell that the motor is strong enough to do it. I actually ran it like this for a while. Right here, I can show you this too. If I quick flip the direction, you can see the motor has enough torque to just keep moving the track without stalling the motor out. And the motor doesn't actually even get hot from doing this. It's still cool. Not even the wires are getting hot. Like, these motors are pretty high torque. So yeah, within the next day or two, I'll be posting a video of this actually driving around outside. So this is kind of just like a teaser. Also, I noticed that my roller wheels are really squeaky. All the squeaking sounds are coming from the 3 rollers. I'll probably put some kind of oil or something in those. But yeah, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the actual outdoor driving video as soon as I get the other track done.